Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your daily interactive tarot advice. This is for Thursday, April 26th, 2018. Today we have Whispers of Love, the divine feminine energy. Next we have the Oracle of Visions, which is masculine energy. And then we have the Romance Angels and Mixed Emotions. So go ahead and put your question out to the universe and see which deck you are most drawn to, or if you would like a message from each deck, put that out to the universe and have the universe define that for you. I will start with the Whispers of Love and clarify with the tarot cards here. So those of you that are drawn to another deck, go ahead to the description box below and click the timestamp for that particular deck. So those of you who are most drawn to Whispers of Love for today, Thursday, let's see what's coming out for you guys. All right, so we have embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So with this card, it's telling you you've got to be true and real to yourself today. No matter what you're feeling, even if you're like, oh, this isn't justified or I have no right, what you feel is what you feel. That's your personal truth in any moment, whether you want it to be that way or not. You have to honor yourself and what you're truly feeling. And in that process, choose not to dwell and obsess, but move through the emotion. This is saying, don't pretend that you feel a way that you don't, for the sake of pleasantries even. Today, you need to be 100% real with yourself and how you feel and how you express that. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards to see exactly what this is referring to specifically. As a confirmation, I would take this definitely to mean that you've got to embrace your emotions and what's going on there. That's where the true answer lies, okay? So let's see what the tarot has to add. All right, first out is the Seven of Cups in this position. So we're kind of in a state of, I'm not sure what to do. And this being cups representing emotions, and here we have embrace your emotions. There could be a lot of different things you're feeling today, a lot of different things going on inside of you. And maybe you're in a place where you're like, is this real or is this an illusion I'm creating for myself? On this side of the card, we're really confused and have no idea which way to go. But on this side, we're recognizing that things are not as bad as maybe we thought that they were, okay? And also, it looks like he's juggling these cups. So some of you, this is how you're handling your emotions. You're kind of juggling them rather than moving through them or expressing them if they need to be expressed, okay? Next, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, in this position, this is a tough energy. This could represent an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could just represent the energy of somebody that you're dealing with, or perhaps this is how you are really feeling within, okay? This is a person that, if you notice, there's a mask on his face because he is put his emotions in the back seat. He's not paying attention to them whatsoever. They are not what drive him, motivate him, anything. He has no interest in that. At this point, he's in his head feeling very much as though he is right, and he is more of a fighter than a lover in this energy, okay? So with these two cards paired up, I see this beautiful unicorn, and then we have this crazy knight on this horse. So this is definitely like you and somebody else, or you and the other person, you know, apply it how it fits. And we might be at an impasse here, and that's what this is about. Like, we're trying to understand, you know, what do I even do here? How do I go forward? How do I even break this barrier of this person? Because lastly, we have the Five of Wands, but in this position, so much better than over here. Okay, if this was on this side with that Knight of Swords, I'd be like, holy bejeebers, watch out, run. Don't, just anybody that's trying to have a confrontation with you, run. Don't even deal with it. It will get crazy. But on this side, again, it's, you know, we might be pushing against each other a little bit. We might be disagreeing. This could also just indicate the internal struggle inside yourself, but it's not as bad or as intense as you think it is, okay? Or as this could also be, things are not as bad as this person is making it out to be. And so with all of this paired up, whatever you're going through, be real and true to yourself. And you know, this is some advice that I actually just gave my daughter, and I will give it to you guys. And it's something that I had to learn for myself a very, very hard way. When somebody is not honoring you and respecting you, like, you know, everybody has a bad day, right? And sometimes we do treat people that we love not as great as we should. And it's very easy to take people for granted who are always there in our life. Like, I'm not talking about that kind of energy. I'm talking about the kind of energy where, you know, somebody is hypersensitive, where they're, you know, it doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth, they can perceive it in such a way as like a personal attack on them. You know, that type of energy. You will never win with that, okay? If that's what you're dealing with, you will never win with that energy, because there's too much insecurity, there's too many fear-based emotions playing out inside of that person that, you know, even though you're like, oh my God, how could you even think that that is what I meant by what I said? To them, it's very real that that's what you meant, and they will try to convince you that you're just being passive aggressive and trying to BS them and backpedal or whatever, right? So when you are experiencing that energy, you really need to just step back from it and not even choose to participate, because you will never win. That person, you know, is vibrating in a much different place, and they're very defensive, and there's a lot of fear-based emotions going on, and that is a very tough energy to deal with. So if that is what you are facing, you need to be real with yourself on how you feel, and not put yourself in harm's way just because you really care about somebody. And you have to be willing to stand up for yourself, even if you fear doing that will make you lose that person out of your life, because these are a bit of not the best energy, okay? And it makes me a little uncomfortable, and I really want you to protect yourself and not put up with anybody's verbal abuse or attack upon you. You do not deserve that, all right? I don't care what you've done, who you are, it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves that. They really don't. And, you know, if it was an eye for an eye, the whole world would be blind. Sometimes we have to respond in a different manner than with anger and hatred in return. And sometimes we just have to completely withdraw to protect ourselves. So, you know, really apply this how it fits to your specific situation. It's not as bad as it seems, but still, this night kind of scares me if this is somebody you're dealing with. If this is your own energy, again, you would be in a very defensive stance, and it's time to just embrace what you're feeling and flow through those emotions, rather than, you know, feeling like you're always in that mode of battle, like I've got to constantly be on the defense. Because when you have a lot of unresolved emotions within, you know, it's very easy to fall into this energy where you do feel defensive, you do feel afraid, you do feel insecure, you don't trust people, you are suspicious. And it's not because you're crazy or paranoid, it's you have damn good reason for that, right? You've been through some things and you're like, I can't take anymore, so I need to put this armor on and protect myself. And, you know, in that stance, the slightest threat can just make you turn into a crazy monster, because, you know, you have all those unresolved emotions within that you need to work through and come back to a place where you feel safe and secure within yourself, within your place in the universe. And, you know, please don't just let this be words. I totally get it. You know, sometimes you hear somebody and it's just words, but when you really take it to another level and let it sink down into your soul and marinate on it, it changes into a whole new meaning for you. And whether this is you filling in this stance, or this is somebody that you are dealing with, it's time to resolve. And it starts with resolving inside of you first, because you are the only entity that you have any control over. So, you know, go within and be true to yourself on what you're really feeling and what you've been through. And if somebody has hurt you and taken advantage of you, you know, you need to tell them that, and not be afraid of the consequence for speaking your truth and standing up for yourself. Because if that's where you're at, you know, you really deserve a lot better than that. Nobody should have to live in that kind of energy. And, you know, I've been there, and it kind of breaks my heart when I look back and I think about just the beautiful person I was and how afraid I was to not be loved. And I don't even want to think about it. It breaks my heart, because I'm like, damn, I didn't deserve that. Why did I accept that over and over? And, you know, at the time I felt like a victim, and it took quite a bit for me to realize that it was happening continually, because I was accepting it and I wasn't making any change, and I was too afraid to stand up for myself and push people away out of my life because they were taking from me and harming me. I would rather have that than have nothing at all. And, you know, I will not lie, there came a point where I finally did stand up for myself, and I found myself alone. And why? Because everybody in my life was only there for what I was giving them, not for who I was, and didn't really care about me. And it was a lonely period, but now I'm good. So if you are facing that, you know, don't be afraid to lose anybody who is dishonoring or harming you in any way. You don't deserve that, and you will get through it, and you will be strong. And, you know, the stronger you become, the better relationship will show up for you. So, you know, that's the message here. That was incredibly long. I'm sorry for that, but, you know, that's really what came to me. So honor and love yourself first, always. All right? So I'm wishing you guys very beautiful and blessed day. Take care of yourselves. All right, hello. So those of you who were most drawn to the Oracle of Visions, let's see what is coming through for you guys. Those who were drawn to deck 1, that was a really intense message. So I'm hoping that we have something different. Oh, there we go. Something different going on in Oracle of Visions. This here, card number 10, this is telling you that you need some more information today for whatever it is you're trying to pursue. Okay, so as a confirmation, This says, hey, before you act, you need to make sure that you're fully educated, if that's what needs to happen, or that you have all of the information. You know, make sure you know everything A to Z before you act or before you speak out on something today. Okay, that's very strong message. I mean, look at her. She has a book on her head, around her neck. Like, some of you might just really be in detective mode today. You know, there may have been something you were suspicious about, and today it's just like you're digging into it or you're finding things out, because remember, Saturn is retrograde and Pluto has joined Saturn, and profound changes are available for all. And you know, I've said it in other videos, but man, the truth that is just springing up all around me is almost too much to take a little bit. I really see my own misconceptions and illusions that I create for myself about various people, situations, you know, and that's the truth for all of us. We all create illusions for ourselves, and thankfully, Saturn is like, okay, let me spoil the party for you. It's time to get real. Let's turn the lights on, you know, like right when you're at the club all night and you're partying and drinking, dancing, having a good time. You know, the person you're talking to looks so good. 2 a.m., those lights come on and you're like, whoa, 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 what happened here? So that's kind of what Saturn's doing. And, it sucks a little bit, right? But it's for the benefit of all. So if you were drawn to this, deck 2, very important that you gather all information and details today for whatever drew you to this deck, okay? Let's draw some tarot, to gain some more information about that. Yeah, look at that. First card out, Ace of Swords in this position. New insights, new information, new ideas, breakthroughs, understanding. Yes, this pairs so good with that. Look, that's card 10, and this is an ace right here. So nice. Confirmation right there. Once you have the information or whatever it is in your hands, then you may proceed forward, but don't do it until then, because we're not on this side, so the victory's not quite there yet, but we are well on our way. And next we have Justice coming out, and this is card 11 in the tarot, so we definitely have some ones going on, right? 1111. This is saying that be ethical, be honest. Do not try to lie. Do not try to be sneaky. Do not try to do anything on the low. It will not serve you. But I don't feel that's so much your behavior. You are figuring something out, and I feel this is that confirmation of you will prevail. You will find the truth. And I love that she's holding the sword there with the scale in the other hand, and we have this sword here. All right, once you have the truth, you will prevail. Justice will prevail. Karma will balance. And lastly, we have the Three of Coins. So this adds a little bit of definition about what area of your life this could be playing out. With this, definitely could be in the workplace, okay? There may be something in the workplace going on, and you know about it, or you're a part of it, involved in it somehow, some way, not in a malicious sense. I don't feel that at all with your cards. More like you just know something, or you're a person of power that has to make a decision about you know, an employee or a different situation going on within the company, okay, especially with justice there. So some of you absolutely playing out in the workplace. For others of you, this is more about an idea where you are trying to create your own business, or you are trying to create profit from an idea or creative endeavor. And this here again is saying, make sure you have everything in order and know everything you need to know before you execute your plan. Like, I see success for you with this pairing of cards. I mean, this is fabulous because it's success, okay? But the success comes when you have all the information, everything you need. So, you know, if you are pursuing something and you're trying to achieve a goal, this is very positive confirmation that you are well on your way, okay? Some of you, this might be like you need some sort of like a permit, a license or something along those lines for your business or idea, maybe even I can't say that. Patenting, you know what I'm trying to get out, that idea so that nobody can take it from you. But yeah, if that's speaking to you, this is a wonderful confirmation, 100%. And, you know, no matter what, the truth will prevail today. So make sure that you are incredibly honest in all of your dealings, as it will serve you very, very well. So I am wishing you a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care of yourselves. Hello, hello. For those of you that were called to the romance angels, let's see what they have to tell you today. Oh, there we go. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Now, since this is a general reading, this I feel extends far beyond just a person that you may be considering romantically, okay? And even at that, outside of romance, today the universe is saying, hey, keep an open mind in all your dealings. Okay, don't draw conclusions. Don't assume that you know everything to the end, because chances are that there might be a little surprise twist in there, okay? So keep an open mind about everything. As a confirmation, keep an open mind. You know, it's not yes or no. It's saying that, you know, you might be eyeballing one thing, but there's a better prize for you if you turn your head to the left, okay? So keep an open mind in everything. If you are dating and the person that, you know, you're dating wants you to try something new, keep an open mind. You might really enjoy it and have a lot of fun. If you just haven't been getting along and you're just feeling kind of, you know, roll with the energy and know that it's most likely going to change and you're not going to feel that way tomorrow or the next day, okay? So let's pull some more cards to get more information about that. Alrighty. Alright, so we have the Queen of Coins in this position. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it can just represent a very strong earth personality. The Seven of Cups in this position. Let me scoot this over. And then lastly, we have the Queen of Wands in this position. So fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so we have two queens here. both with their backs to us, okay? Inner self. And what sits between them is a bunch of confusion and uncertainty. So again, since this is general, this could be 100% about a romance, or this could just be between you and a friend, or you and a family member, you and a business associate. It's just here we're not seeing eye to eye about something, and it's not crazy energy, but I will say the way these cards are positioned, one energy is just feeling kind of like I give. I can't do anymore. I need some help. I need some gratitude. You know, I need some equal return here. And this energy is saying, look, things are very complicated. You know, I'm a very complicated being. I don't even understand my own emotions and thoughts sometimes, because we have the Sphinx here, which is the great enigma. And this energy is, you know, could be coming off as quite mysterious, or, you know, maybe even a little dramatic and emotional, a little bit high maintenance, okay? And somehow we're at this impasse, and things are not as bad as we think they are, okay? Because on this side, yeah, things are pretty intense, okay? But on this side, no. They're really not. It's just there's a lot of emotions going on. We're not sure which way to go. Nobody wants to back down from their side, okay? We all want to be heard and understood. And I would say the earth energy is definitely feeling the strain much more than this fire energy is, based on, you know, what these mean in this position. But with them both coming out as inner self, we might be in a standoff where we're not speaking to each other and we're being very stubborn. But relax. And also, this is more of a day of contemplation rather than action, because this card is saying, look, it's not time to move forward yet. You will know, you will receive a sign, and you'll know when it's time to act, or the other individual will reach out to you, okay? But today is probably not the best day to, you know, try to do anything, because there's just still a lot of fuzzy energy between you and this other person, and it's just a lot of emotions, man, on both sides, but for different reasons, I feel. And that's why we got to keep an open mind, because at the end of the day, it's honestly that you both are probably just not seeing the other's perspective, and you might be like, no, I am, and that's why I'm feeling so drained and I'm cutting them off or whatever. But again, you are not seeing their perspective, okay? Because if you're not understanding why they're doing what they're doing, then you're not seeing their perspective. Seeing their perspective does not mean you justify what they do on any level. No. When you truly allow yourself to see through their eyes, it will allow you the understanding to know why they behave the way they did, or why they think the way that they do, which, you know, isn't to justify them, but it's to give you the information, more information, so that you understand. Does that make sense? Which is a lot easier than, you know, feeling as though you've really been wronged and you're taking it incredibly personally. When you see through their eyes, you're like, oh, you know, they really didn't intend it that way, or they don't even recognize how hurtful that was to say that or to behave that way. And again, it's not to justify them, it's to help you understand, to help soothe you, to help ease you, because understanding, education, knowledge is, you know, freedom. So today is, you know, all about contemplation and being within, seeing things from, you know, all different perspectives, really keeping an open mind, because with this, it's like what you think is happening or going on is probably not as bad, or not even anywhere close to, you know, what you're fearing. So that is your message for romance angels. Hang in there. You know, it's not as bad as it seems, and I definitely feel like we can mend these energies here. We're both just kind of inside of ourselves today, okay? So I am wishing you guys a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Alrighty, so those of you that were drawn to mixed emotions, let's see what is coming out today. All right, we have free, liberated, independent, unburdened. This is a really nice energy. Oh my goodness. Listen, if you're feeling trapped or you feel like there's no way to go, this is the universe saying that that is only a state of mind and that's not the truth at all, okay? There are options. There is a way out. And, you know, just take a different look around, open yourself up to the universe, and you will see things that you didn't see before, I promise. For others of you, this is literally about being free of something today. You might just maybe have a day off, or you're doing something today that you're just really happy and excited to do. Some of you could be having a day of solitude, which is something that you've really been wanting. But this is so nice. I mean, I'm just like, I love this card. I love the energy I'm feeling from this card. I kind of want to just sit with it for a minute because it's nice. I just feel relief, like a great sense of relief and release, just like a weight lifted off. Nice. So let's pull some tarot to see what that is talking about specifically. And I am so sorry that it's glared like that. Let me see. Maybe I could put it down here. Yeah, there we go. We'll put it there. Let's pull some tarot and see what this dove is telling us. We have the Knight, or I'm sorry, the Page of Wands in this position, which is an excellent position for this page. On this side, it's a little but on this side, no, things are much different. And look at that. That is the Phoenix rising from the burning bush here. And, you know, we have this dove, and now we have this fire phoenix. If that's not a synchronicity, right? And then we have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles in this position, which is all about leaving a legacy, working really hard, being a master at what you do. And so this is kind of telling a beautiful story for somebody out there. And next we have this Ten of Cups in this position, which, oh my God, this is the ultimate happiness of the whole deck. The only other card that could maybe possibly top this happiness would be the Sun card. But this is something a bit more intense, a bit more destiny feeling, okay? So let's talk about this. And look at, I love how she's in the sky. See, there's two birds and she is in the sky. Some of you, I feel like, are we retiring from our job today? You know, because I do see that. Some of you are retiring today and it's like the best day of your life. Others of you, it's like you may be leaving the corporate world to start your own business or go off on your new adventure. Like maybe you've saved up quite a bit of money and now you're making the decision to travel the world for the next 8 to 10 months, okay? Or maybe you're in contemplation mode of this. And if you are, oh my God, confirmation of huge yes. And this is like I am seeking out a new adventure, something unique, something fantastic, something that I've never experienced before. And this is, you know, I've mastered my craft. I'm moving on to something new. I'm leaving a legacy behind myself. And look, with this is the Ten of Cups. This is like soul connection, between you and the universe, feeling your destiny written in the stars, ultimate liberation, freedom, happiness within. Oh, so good. Holy cow. Well, you guys are going to have to tell me what your blessing is, because we are completing a cycle here. And you know, some of you, I feel like it could be like maybe your significant other or somebody close to you, family member, friend, may actually be getting out of jail today. Or maybe this could also be like somebody's coming home from the military, and maybe it's permanently, because we have this Ten of Cups here, which is happiness and celebration. Some of you could be completing school or a course that you've been taking. It's just like today is all about celebration and completing a nice cycle and moving on to the next thing, which is a lot of fun. It brings so much happiness. I don't know what else to say about this energy, but definitely the best read, well, I shouldn't say the best, the most positive read out of all four choices. This here is accomplishment, moving on to the next big thing, being free, being liberated, completion. Oh, it's so nice. So congratulations to you guys. Absolutely gorgeous energy. Good job on all the hard work. And I am wishing you so many blessings and continued success for your journey ahead. So those are the messages I have for you. I'm wishing you a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care.